Winter 1978, Norway. Snow blanketed the forests of Kilebu, covering everything, including the Ryen family farmhouse. The house, usually alive with warmth, stood silent. No smoke from the chimney, no voices inside. The kitchen table was set for 4, coffee still warm, but the chairs were empty. An open door let in the cold, hinting at something terribly wrong. The Ryens were a quiet, well-liked family, father, mother, young son, and the father's brother. They kept to themselves, worked their land, and were always seen together in town. No one expected trouble to find them, but on this day it had. A concerned neighbour, noticing their absence, trudged through the snow to check on them. He saw the open door, unusual for the careful Ryens. He called out, but only the wind replied. A chill ran through him, deeper than the winter air. He sensed he was about to discover something dreadful. He stepped inside, heart pounding. The silence was suffocating. The peaceful scene was a mask for horror. The nightmare was about to be revealed. The neighbour's eyes fell on a bloodied axe on the kitchen floor. The set table and warm coffee made the scene even more surreal. He forced himself to search the house. In the living room, he found Andreas Ryen. In the bedrooms, Solveig and their son Odin. In another room, Andreas's brother Odd. All 4 were dead. The farmhouse was now a tomb. Police arrived to chaos and disbelief. There were no signs of struggle, nothing stolen, no forced entry. It seemed the killer was either invited in or already there. Outside, a single set of bloody footprints led away into the forest. The community was stunned. The Ryens had no enemies. Police questioned everyone, searching for a motive. The footprints were their only clue. The killer had walked away calmly, leaving horror behind. Investigators followed the tracks, desperate for answers. The peace of Kilebu was shattered forever. The footprints led to Erik Bjorndal's farmhouse, a neighbour. Police found him calm, emotionless. He didn't deny anything. He claimed a monster had taken over his body, that he had no choice. His confession was chilling. Erik said he'd visited the Ryens, shared coffee, then picked up the axe. He spoke of the murders as if they were routine. The community was in disbelief. Erik was one of their own. At trial, Erik sat unmoved as the details were recounted. Doctors examined him. Was he insane or simply evil? They found him sane and responsible. The court agreed. Erik Bjorndal was a murderer, not a man possessed. He received the maximum sentence, 21 years. For Kilebu, the verdict brought little comfort. The horror lingered. The image of Erik calmly sharing coffee before killing haunted everyone. The monster wasn't a legend. It was someone they knew. Evil had worn a familiar face. The town would never forget. After the trial, the Ryen farmhouse stood empty, a dark landmark. Seasons changed, but the house remained, a symbol of tragedy. Nature crept back, trying to hide the memories. Locals avoided the road, especially at night. Stories grew, lights in the windows, strange noises, a ticking clock. The house became a ghost story, haunted by violence. Erik Bjorndal was released years later, living quietly far away. The motive for the murders remains a mystery. The Ryen tragedy warns us, evil can hide in plain sight. Sometimes the real monsters are the people we think we know. The house on the hill stands as a silent warning. Evil can be closer than we think.